Hello, and welcome back. There was a place that I forgot to check last time. Because now I remember that they said they sent people into the basement. So let's go check the basement. See if there was any survivors. Or if there's any loot. Okay. I guess we could just go through Moonrise Tires and take the stairs. I completely forgot. Oh. Yeah, I went to go check recording instead of press the pause button on the game.
I'm waiting for you.
Better be. It hasn't been that long.
Feels like forever. It's almost a shame to leave this place. Something good here,
You need to eat before we head off, all right?
I owe you an apology. I saw you as a means to escape, nothing more. But when the sky lit up, when I followed it here, I knew you were behind it. I apologize for not seeing your true worth, and for being, quite frankly, rude in Last Light. Gracious as well as impressive. A fine combination. And that's precisely why I want you by my side in Baldur's Gate. The Iron Hand gnomes are going to save the city. And you can be part of it. The plan is what it's always been. To bring the work and innovations of the Iron Hand gnomes to every corner of the realm. Problem is, Baldur's Gate is sick. Once the pinnacle of greatness, it's eating itself alive to save itself from starving. Find me in the city. And once you see what it's become, you'll know that I, and I alone, can stop it. We will save Baldur's Gate. I know.
Why do you guys have to go up the rocks? Huh. I guess they didn't make it. Yeah, I was thinking there was gonna be nothing down here. Ooh. I was just wondering because I remember seeing that before. Old person.
Seems simple enough.
I don't think there's anything in the barrel, so maybe we could find something else down here. But it looks like no. So I wonder where that hook horror room would have taken us if we took it. Maybe I'll find out in another playthrough. You know, one where we can all get up there and not just my one character. So far, Zave's the only one who can get up there because we never figured out how to... Oh! I just remembered something. Yeah, I completely forgot that was there. So let's go see where this leads. Okay, still leads us to the same place, but what's down here? Other than hook horrors.
I've got it. Open up.
Miss this. Keep them guessing.
Where do I go from here? These boots have seen everything.
Heading there.
You're not gonna like this, mate. Jimmy on the go.
Dance macabre. Survival is all that matters.
shout, cut, and run. Let's move.
Oh, so much for peace.
Let me strike true.
Open up. Best be on my way.
So at least we get to see what's down here now. Where does this lead?
Off we go then.
What the hells is this place?
Oh! Neat! It's not stealing it there. If there's no one to see it, I guess. Oh well.
Here we go.
Oh, I need a bath. Or several.
Oh, there's a secret stash down here. I just came back here to see if there's anything valuable we could still get before we left to Baldur's Gate. Apparently there's a secret stash over here, which we completely missed.
No traps, please.
Is it on this skeleton? No. Is it on this skeleton? Nope. Does that something pop up? Maybe it would have had something to do with the perception check that we missed up last time we were down here. Oh well. Let's have a long rest again before we go to Baldur's Gate. Last call for any long night events.
Be honest. What do you think of the new look? I'm glad. Though, I don't think I'm quite done with the past yet. Not until I've been to Baldur's Gate.
Oh! That was one thing that I did forget. I wonder where S is.
I won't have a word.
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag.
I don't know. All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
Wait a minute, does anyone have normal gloves? Nope. And I guess that will go to Baldur's Gate.
With haste. Looks like an army marched through here.
Yeah, if you come here earlier before the army leaves, you can actually see them all here.
The curse has been lifted. The land's cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
So I wonder if Shar is picking a fight with the Raven Queen if she's in the Shadowfell. Because the Raven Queen is also in the Shadowfell. I can see her domain being the dark side of the moon. But not the Shadowfell. Strange those three are in the corner.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord. But there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping. Yes, sir. No, sir. Rip and cut your throat, sir.
Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the prison bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
Gods, I could sleep for 100 years.
Why did she get?
Safe enough for a night, I reckon.
Why did she dye her hair? Someone's night to ruin.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
Oh, everybody's up here. I think when I did this on my one that I played by myself, which I stopped playing, I believe that only one of them came up here. Oh. I didn't know that was there. I was just blowing that up because it said it was a barricade. But, Heh.
None took it.
Jump down! Fine! If you're just going to stay up there, we'll switch to someone else.
Wanna dance?
Have fun. You live up there now.
Marching. Karlach incoming.
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aelin free. And me. A great deal. But still, some of the details elude me. Ketheric Thorn was my father. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight? You sound like my father. But it was more than that. This was no mere attraction. It was love. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... and this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped. You jest. Yet, he did seem a ghost to me. A shadow of the father I loved. He resurrected me with magic so foul, I nearly retch just thinking of it. I didn't know that then, but I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak, could only run. I found last light within the shadows, made a shelter there, prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land, my home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them, and myself, no matter what. It's all out in the open now, and with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aelin. She needs healing, rest. I'm grateful for your help, your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long, but I'm grateful for a safe place to, well, just to be.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer. Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Myrkul, is dead at last. My mate, Most High. Darling Isabel is safe and well. Safe and well, and return to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One. We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it. Pray, ask, and I will tell. A century of it, by now. I loved her from the moment I beheld her sweet face. Her great, wise eyes. Her father Ketheric never did trust me. He did not fancy an immortal for his daughter's paramour. When she died, curse the day, the hour. We each of us mourned bitterly. But Ketheric's pain could be touched by no aid, no boundary. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief. And she whispered into his ear, poisoning his mind. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature.
and Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while. But lo, the brute is dead, and we live!
I don't need to ask that question. The Asimars are born generally from... Well, I do believe they can come from angels as well. Have you figured out how to get out of there yet? No? Oh, that works.
Should mind my step. What's hiding here?
Oh, you literally cannot... Oh. Oh.
Just another crate.
Shadowheart walks a little freer of the shadows. She could shave her skull and paint it purple. It would still suit her. That speaks well of your taste. I've heard my share of bad ballads about things I never did. If you have questions, ask. Just don't expect my answers to rhyme. More than I would like. In my youth, I was a brief and very much unwilling member of a colony's hive mind. I felt the way they think, saw the world as they do. Foul, unnatural creatures who find the foulness in us and twist it to their will. But then, who am I speaking to? You have far more experience than I. Do not be moved to pity. It is a predator pinned in a trap. And if it wriggles free, you'll find it still has teeth.
Yes, but we have a bomb! A bomb that those teeth may find purchase in. And then go boom. Speaking of which, we will speak to our noble sacrificial bomb.
I need a moment for the two of us.
I was supposed to sacrifice myself to stop the Absolute. Yeah, I don't think I could have gone through with it in truth. And I'm glad that I didn't, given what has come to light. the Elder Brain. But more importantly, the crown that it wore. Even without seeing it for myself, I could sense it. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete. I doubted what I was feeling at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power. The ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it. That crown sits on a gargantuan elder brain bent on destroying us and everything we hold dear. Understanding its true nature might unlock the means of our victory. We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorcerer's Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can. The only kind I have? Ha! Sorcerer's Sundries is no mere trading post. It's been serving the arcane community for centuries. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
Or the cause of all our problems. Knowing our luck. So I'm wondering, whose book collection have we been bringing with us? Because we've had our own, but there's also a bed. There's always this one corner with a bedroll and clothing and all these books. Who do these belong to? The only one I can think of is maybe Zave. Is that Zave's stuff?
Fate spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection?
No, I was just wondering where the little girl went. Ah! Ah!
Never a dull moment.
Sitting there, we almost became one with the wall. I know whose tent this belongs to. Maybe that corner belonged to Volo. Hats.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the Dream Visitor's protection. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes? You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
The reckoning is upon us! The city thirsts for domination. March! Join power.
Stop with the peeping.
We're under attack. Help me.
On the way.
Wait. Oh, right. We used dash for his bonus action.
Tadpole scum! Attack!
Die, you little harborer! Now!
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
I won't give in.
Can't give up.
No, we're not fighting to the portal. Fuck it.
That orb's going to blow. And soon.
I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack.
We have our own problem.
Take you.
I can't take much more.
That helped.
Let's march.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Can't even catch my breath.
Aye, aye.
Let's end this. Got to move.
What's this?
Nothing important is ever easy.
Let's have some courage. You're mine.
It's not over. Come to the skull.
I'll fill that one later.
It's fine.
Hurry. I can't hold them back alone.
You're fine.
It's not over. Come to the skull. I need you now.
Before you do anything, I am your ally. We are in danger.
Oh, shit. A mind flayer.
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me. The Honor Guard. Eliminate them. My forces are weakened by their assault. But with your help, we can turn this around. Destroy the Guard. I will subdue their master. Together, we can turn the tide.
Want another?
Okay. Yeah, let's do that one. Ooh, we got a crit.
Don't linger.
by you. I was gonna hope that that was gonna do more damage.
On my way. Take your
Probably should have done that to begin with, but oh well.
Dance. Tormented.
take you.
Tormented.
At the ready.
Not that, I wanted the other one. Oh, it can only be cast outside of combat.
Take you.
Let's see if this hits. It hits.
Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer, yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
Of all the things to be indebted to, a bloody mind flayer.
I suppose it was considerate of you not to bring it up before. And I ask that you do not judge me for it now. It's like I said before. I'm just like you. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call me Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become.
Did you have to eat criminals' brains?
Not all mind flayers are alike. I have always valued freedom above all else. In my past life, and present. It has been a burning need within me for as long as I can remember. Rather them than potential future allies, like you. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the Astral Prism. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other Chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside, and found the Githyanki. I realized what the prism was for. Containment. While my body was within the prism's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue the Githyanki, and find allies in the outer world. You. Prince Orpheus, son of the first leader of the Githyanki. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Elithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Vlaakith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Vlaakith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. I do not have the privilege of knowing the answer, but the consequences are clear enough. Some Githyanki still revere him, in defiance of their teachings. Vlaakith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Vlaakith will be finished.
So what you're saying is, after we're done, we're going to free him.
That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him, and in so doing, he would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion, a pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a illithid, a sworn enemy, just like me. I'm glad you think so. I agree. But there is one thing that you have that I do not. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. Yours continues to limit you. As an illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You, too, should embrace this change. I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you.
Well, certainly brave of you. I'll say that much.
You continue to surprise me. Your mind is truly something special. Now, hold out your hand.
So he was a warlock. Of course, if you mention power, he's going to want more.
It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
You are exquisite. When your allies see what you can do, I hope you encourage them to try it for themselves. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain and bring it under our control.
What happened to Zave's eyes?
Stone is cold. The parasite within is unresponsive. It has nothing more to give you.
Oh, his eyes are lit back up. Gobble up a foe's intellect, lowering their intelligence by 1. We get some healing. It's this one. Where's this one? Truth.
What now?
My faith will guide me. What am I to do?
Don't touch me. Can't give up now.
Shield of Thralls. Or, see, around yourself or an ally. Okay. Okay. I never noticed the veins because on my own character his skin is completely black, so I can't see the veins. Also, I didn't notice the eyes changing before. Still, if we're in the Astral Sea, whose skull are we in? Which god are we in? Because when gods die, they float in the Astral Sea. Well, so what god are we in?
I'll take that.
Okay, so we looted all 4 of the monks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's all the monks. Let's go home now. We might have to take another long rest. Now we have all the actions.
Always a pleasure.
Your parasite communes with Laysel's. Her heart races as she learns of the events inside the astral prism.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. The tainted blood of the mother. The traitor prince. The Laxarai.
Isn't that more concerning?
The Illithid is a threat, make no mistake. But Orpheus is a greater one still. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our gay slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the Archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen.
Tiamat is not an archdevil, I shall have you know. That, Tiamat is actually a goddess. The goddess of the chromatic dragons, because there's the metallic and chromatic dragons. Chromatic dragons are the Tiamat is the goddess of the chromatics. Bahamut is the god of the metallic. And I don't remember if Bahamut and Tiamat were originally one god or not, but eh.
Our current Vlaakith has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's renegade spawn. A gay thrall who would return us to our slavers. He convinced his own mother's honor guard to join a coup against Vlaakith I. He would have fed our empire to the Illithids had he succeeded. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle. Or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the traitor's with us, controlled by that repugnant Illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would hand Vlaakith's dominion to his Geich masters. The astral plane would be first to fall.
the others would soon follow. Entirely. Vlaakith Karsivim Hrathkrashet. Only in Vlaakith may we find light. This is the creed. I will not abandon all 10,000 protocols over one sovereign secret. We find a way to enter the prism and slay Orpheus. He is a Geich puppet cloaked in Githyanki's skin, and the most powerful mind master known to my people. One word from his scheming lips and the people would doubt. 2 words and they would rage. 3 words and they would bow to the false prince. The Githyanki would be slaves once more, and one by one, the plains would fall to the Geich.
Zave's not going to share this power with any of the others. Only Zave gets to have the power of the tadpole.
Amicus animus.
There we go. Until we're in need of it again, the light source will be in our pockets. Also, looks like nobody else wants to talk. Oh, mugwort. Mine. And with that, we'll call it there. In the next episode, I guess we'll continue our way to Baldur's Gate. Till then.